We're on the 75-foot Titan, and today we want to talk about quickly about the Seakeeper that's on it. This boat's 2.5 years old, and it's one of the first Seakeepers that was on the west coast here in California. And we are very impressed with the whole operation of the Seakeeper. It has really helped us in our fishability. We live bait a lot, we go slow, which puts us in the trough. And now basically there is no trough. And we were able to knock out 75 to 80% of the roll. And after a period of time, a few days after fishing 4, 5, 6 days, you find out that you're not fighting the weather as much and you're a lot more rested. And the boat doesn't work as hard. The units sell themselves, and it's an amazing piece of equipment. And they're expanding their range from a lot smaller to a lot bigger. I think there's 2 sizes bigger. This used to be the biggest unit. There's 2 sizes bigger now, 2.5 years after we built this boat. So the company is really strong and going in the right direction. It's been a good ride, and what's made it a lot more comfortable, again, it's the Seakeeper. Some light boats that are looking into it. We took out some guys today that from city of San Diego that do the research. They do soundings, and they trawl nets, and they take water samples, and they service buoys, and they lose a lot of days where they can't get out. Plus they have an A-frame. They're hauling up these 600-pound anchors, and they're rolling all over the place, and it's a really dangerous situation. And they'll probably be putting them in there. And the Seakeepers also put in, I'm not sure how many, but in the torpedo retrievers the Navy has, for the same reason as the safety factor. They put them in a few of those boats, and there's an amazing piece of equipment, and that the company keeps building and making better equipment. The service that they have is phenomenal. I think Viking right now is they're almost at the point where they're doing it standard in their boats. I mean, it's an option, but there's not too many Vikings that go out right now without them in it, because it makes such a difference. And the ones that are out are coming back and getting retrofitted anyway. And when you're building a boat, it's a lot easier to put one in when you're building them. But their product's only good as a service. And I make one phone call, and if I leave a message, I don't, maybe an hour or 2 max before somebody calls me back, and then there's somebody on the phone, and the service has been phenomenal. We haven't had to do much of it, but there's always somebody to talk to if you have a problem, a question, and that's half the battle, I think. So again, it's a great unit, and it speaks for itself. And you can talk all you want about it until you go out and actually see it work. It's amazing. When you're out for tuna stop, and the boat's rolling all over the place, you don't even use. You put your rod down, it doesn't even fall down. It's amazing. It is really a good piece of equipment. And like I said, we use it in Mexico when we're down in Cabo, and when it leaves here, we don't shut it off unless we're in for 3, 4 days. And it's just amazing piece of equipment. For example, fishing sea bass, with the current screaming downhill, fishing the coast and the big west swell, and you're laying in the trough, and you look around, these guys are just rolling their what's off, and we're sitting there just steady as can be. So it's phenomenal. You have to see it. So basically the sea trials speak for themselves. Once you activate this thing and turn it on, it's the sea trial's over.